Welcome to our short video on trout fishing the lower Saluda River Tailrace in Columbia, South Carolina by TroutU.com. We'll start off with a few scenes from our day on the river. When fishing or boating on this river, always make sure to check the water levels and generation. Water levels and currents can increase dramatically and rapidly, so be careful. We left from the boat ramp at Saluda Shoals Park. Visitors must pay a fee to enter this park, and you can bring your own canoe or kayak or rent one. Additionally, you can also pay an additional fee and have the park shuttle pick you up downstream in the Gardendale community off Radio Lane. Visit the Park Environmental Center to arrange this. The early May day we were on the river, the high for the day was 94 degrees and the water temperature was 58. The discharge from the Lake Murray Dam was quite low, so the river was primarily very calm, except for a few rapids both upstream and downstream. We started by going upstream, which was not difficult in the calm water. Eventually, we worked our way up to an island with a tiny amount of flow on the north side and most of the flow forming rapids on the south side of the island. We beached the canoe on the island and fished around the island. We caught some tiny pickerel in the small flow, and we saw some fish rising in the main flow, but we were not able to catch them. Here is a scene of the shallow riffles, including a view of the bottom of the river. The river has portions of rocky bottom, sandy bottom, mixed rocks and sand is seen here, and also a significant amount of weeds. I was actually able to use my smartphone through the waterproof bag I used to keep it in. I was able to track our progress on the river using the GPS feature of the phone. Also, I was able to use the speakerphone capabilities of the phone to make calls. As we progressed downstream, we caught numerous pickerel, mainly in the calm areas of the river. The river itself was calm, relatively clear, and most of the time we could see the bottom. Be aware when you're near the Saluda Shoals Park, you may encounter inexperienced kayakers that may come at you from any direction.
Alright, fish. Hold on. Sorry. Here we go.
I hooked something big that took it down and got loose.
But it's nice.
However, I wasn't able to see what it was.
Got off. Took it down. Got off.
If you look closely, you can see a fish swimming over the sandy bottom. We saw many fish of several species along the river, including trout, pickerel, suckers, and stripers. We worked our way downstream to another island with a slightly larger flow of water, again on the north side, and some rapids on the south side. I was surprised after a couple of minutes when Tommy came back from the small flow side of the island with a 13-inch brown trout. Don't overlook spots like this. Later I had a small rainbow trout on in the rapids that jumped out of the water and got off. Also, Tommy caught another trout in the rapids and had one get off. By then it was time to paddle like crazy to get to the takeout point at the designated time. We were a few minutes late, by the way, but the shuttle operator was kind enough to wait for us.